welcome back to BohoNoni. I'm April, and welcome if this is your first time. I am documenting my weight loss surgery journey. I had gastric bypass done exactly 1 week ago, June 29th. Today is my very first week post-op, and I have been recording since 4 weeks before surgery. So today I'm feeling really well, feeling really good. I did post a video the day after surgery. That was pretty rough. I was feeling a little bit rough there, but not too terrible, not anything I couldn't handle. The first day or two was pretty rough. I kind of definitely took my pain meds, took all that stuff. But there is now this new protocol that we have to do. So we have to take 2 servings of multivitamins a day and 3 servings of calcium citrate. We need to get in 64 ounces of water and at least 60 to 100 grams of protein. I have been fortunate. I've been able to get pretty much all of my protein in each day. I think the first 2 days I was a little bit shy, but not too much. And that's thanks to Fairlife 30-gram protein shake. Chocolate or vanilla, both have worked well for me. They haven't given me any weird reactions. The only reaction I've had a little bit is when I have forgotten and drank. So we're not supposed to drink until 30 minutes after we eat. And sometimes that's really hard because I'm used to washing down food with my drink. So I would take a sip and immediately know, oops, it's too soon, and I have a burning. Now I use a app called Bariatric Social, and it is amazing for this. So if this is something you're considering you're doing, I would highly recommend that app. It helps you track your water, your vitamins, your food. It gives you timers so you can time everything. So I just found that today, and when I eat now, I push that timer and it will tell me when I can drink again. Also helps because they want you to chew so many times, so long each bite when we start chewing again, and you can set that timer for each bite and it will say next bite and you take it. I mean, it literally thinks of everything, and you can link it to a Fitbit, which is great. So it'll help you with your exercise and figuring out what's going on. So those are the things that we are supposed to do, and they don't really expect you to be able to do all of that in the first week. The first day, I think I explained this on the last video, you might check it out, but when I ordered calcium citrate pills, they were huge. I mean huge, and I was supposed to take 2 of them 3 times a day. And I had thank God, before I took that, I took my multivitamin, and it was maybe a third of the size of the calcium citrate, and had a very hard time getting that down. So immediately went on Facebook and found out that people are doing Flintstones chewable vitamins complete. So those are way easier for me. So I started doing 2 of those, and then I got on Amazon and ordered calcium citrate chews, which are good. So got those ironed out like real quickly. I thank God for these apps and these groups. We have one for Comp Social that's in our area, and then there's another Bariatric Social one that I joined, and pretty much you can find anything on those groups. It's been helpful support. And then I also have 2 other girls who had the same exact surgery date as I did. Shout out to Nicole and Jennifer. They are my surgery triplets. And then the 3 of us hooked up with another girl, Holly, who is in a different state. And so now we have a group text going that's so helpful, like, hey, how are you doing today? What's going on? And that honestly has been so encouraging to be able to talk to someone who's going exactly through what you're going through. And those girls have been great. It's been wonderful. I can't wait to meet them in person. I actually met Jennifer on the day of surgery, and she was so sweet. She actually brought in a sleeve pillow, even though she had the sleeve and I have the gastric bypass, and we laughed about that. We said we just have Dr. Dovik do a revision on it. So anyway, meeting some really great people during this journey. So let's talk about this week. Let's talk about what has taken place this week. So for me, the first 2 days were the roughest, and I did a lot of, the first day my mom would get me up and I would walk around, do laps around the house, pretty much every hour for at least 5 minutes. That was very helpful, helped get that gas going on. You want to burp, but you can't burp, but so you just get it moving and things happen. So that was good. So the first day I pretty much slept, rest, would get up and walk around. Day 2, pretty much the same thing. Day 3, I think, is when I ventured out into my hammock, which I absolutely love. Best thing I've ever purchased, and I don't even know how long. I don't have it hanging up right now, but I'll post a picture of it. My grandson got in there with me. My daughter, Kenzie, got in with me. So that was really great. I would spend a lot of time just relaxing in there. Also, we have a pool, so I would just put my feet in the pool, stay cool, move around. Now, 2 days ago, I had a kind of a breakthrough where I felt like, I feel really good. I wasn't sleeping as much. I was up, pretty much all day talking, doing whatever with people, but I realized I get really winded easily, so I get really tired, and that was explained to me why when I had my 1 week follow-up today. So now I'll talk about that too. But leading up to today, I just want to tell you what's going on. So basically, I've been getting my protein in by the shakes. I will tell you, I have already noticed that my taste buds have changed. Things are I don't know how to explain it, but I want more flavor, which is very different from me. I was the bland queen. I was potatoes and butter and salt and maybe a little pepper was about all the seasoning I did. But different things have changed. So I have, before surgery, I was having the sugar-free popsicles. So a couple of days after surgery, I tried one of those, and it was sickening sweet to me. I mean, it was really sweet. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is very different. So I've actually had some since then, not too bad. I just have it very few and far between. It's not something that I'm really wanting. Today, however, is the first day of pureed. Now, when I was planning this whole thing and researching and looking, puree sounded disgusting. I didn't want to have it. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do on puree? There's no way. In fact, I don't know. I couldn't even think about the puree, but they do say that you can keep going and doing the liquid. But some things I can add, like applesauce. I ordered some unflavored Isopure protein powder. That's one of the girls suggested to me, and I'll be mixing that into applesauce and whatever else I have, because we really need to get our protein in first. So basically, before puree, I really wanted something with flavor, so I made cream of chicken soup the way that we're supposed to make it for us. And usually I salted everything. I tasted it, I was like, oh no, salt is enough. But I kept adding pepper and pepper and pepper, and I was like, I just wanted more flavor. And that's very different for me. So last night, as I was prepping my food for today, I had been looking through recipes and stuff, and things that never appealed to me, things I would never eat before, started looking really good. And one of those things was an avocado egg salad. I know people who know me hearing me say this are going, avocado, April, really? And yes, I can't tell you. So I put in, this is more than one serving, obviously, but it's made for, I think there's probably going to be 4 to 6 servings in there, I'm not sure. But I used 4 hard-boiled eggs, a half an avocado, mustard, Miracle Whip Light, because I like the tangy. I did a capful of apple cider vinegar and some relish, and pureed the crud out of that stuff. And I tasted a little bit of it last night, even though it wasn't quite a week out. and I kept adding pepper, pepper, pepper. So my one daughter said, Mom, try cayenne. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I might try a little, just a little, and see if that's something. But something's all new to me. Like, flavor is a whole new thing, and I'm so excited about it. And I one of the things I want to really be conscious of is not putting myself back into the mental block of things I do eat and things I don't eat, because avocado was something I never ate, and I am glad that I didn't limit myself to not try this. So I think an avocado is probably going to be a staple in a lot of my dishes, so going forward. So I'm really excited about that. Last night, the one thing about what's going on is, even though I'm feeling good, I get tired and winded more, like I mentioned earlier. And today at my 1 week review, they said that's because your body's learning to do a lot more on a lot less calories. So that makes sense to me. And I thought, well, so because last night I wanted to video what I was making, because I was like so proud, and I couldn't because it just sounded too exhausting. I couldn't do it. I'll get better at this as my energy is coming back. It's already starting to come back. Excuse me. Yesterday I started out phenomenal. I got up in the morning and actually cleaned the whole patio area around the pool, cleaned the sunroom. I would have to sit down and take some rest here and there. Went in and scrubbed my kitchen from top to bottom. Everything was clean. I felt good about it. And then I laid down for a nap and rested a little bit in the sunroom and watched some videos. And then I felt really good. However, I had a little bit of a bump in the road yesterday. So what happened is my husband had to go somewhere, so he had my daughter come and babysit our daughter. Kenzie is 19, in a wheelchair, like I had told you before, fully dependent on us. And she had to run to the store. Literally, it was less than 10 minutes that she was gone. But a minute after she left, Kenzie started freaking out, and I went in to see her, and she really, sorry, there's a delivery going on over here. It's actually probably my protein coming, but yay. That's the noise. Anyway, so I go in to see Kenzie, and I can tell I have got to get her out of her chair. I'm texting Kelsey, just come back. We'll do the other stuff later. Kenzie's freaking out. Well, when Kenzie starts to freak out, she resists and pushes back against her wheelchair a lot. She's broken bolts, you name, metal, steel, you name it, she's broke it. And she was really pushing. So I know this is going to be too much information, but this is my life, and I have no other way to tell you. But she had a bowel movement, and when she does that, she wants that diaper off, and we want to get it off of her quickly so she doesn't get any kind of rash or anything. So I don't hear from my daughter. She had her phone on silent, and I had to get Kenzie back. I thought I'll just at least get her back the hallway, get her into her room, so when Kelsey walks through the door, she can, she's already there. At least push her wheelchair back there. So we have a sunken living room, and so I have to push on the back of her wheelchair to get it to tilt up and get her up on that. The minute I did that, I felt pain, and I was in pain, and she's not stopping. And I know, if I'm talking to other mamas out there, when your baby is screaming and is uncomfortable, you need to help her. So I get her back into her room, and I get her to her bed, and there's no Kelsey anywhere, and Kenzie is not letting up on the wheelchair. She is not letting up on anything. And I'm thinking, I have to move this 90-pound daughter, who is fighting everything that is touching her, into that bed and get this diaper off of her. And I will tell you, I did it, but I was sobbing by the end. I had so much pain in my stomach. And the whole time I'm doing this, it's probably upsetting her that I'm crying. And honestly, I feel like, did I just undo everything I've worked for this whole time by moving her like I had to do? So anyway, my daughter comes back into a mess, and she's like, oh my gosh, I just saw your text. She just went literally she was gone 10 minutes. That was all it took. And when she came in the door, I just ran to my room and laid down. I hadn't taken any pain pills for several days at that point, but I knew I had to take a pain pill because it was hurting pretty bad. It was burning. It was everything. I thought, I've screwed this up. And anyway, I got that pain pill in me. I got calmed down. I was walking around through the rest of the night last night, just making sure, you know, seeing if it was still hurting or what was going on. But basically, I scared myself pretty bad. And anyway, everybody got calmed down. Everybody got through what we needed, what we got through. The pickles got made. We had all the ingredients. And actually, speaking of those pickles, let me see if I can show you right back there. Here we go. Right there is the garden, and the cucumbers are going nuts. And so they made lots of jars of pickles last night. And so homemade pickles, never done that before. So this will be fun. So those got made. She left and it was just my husband and I, and everything really calmed it down. It didn't it did. And just took the rest of the night really easily. I actually started feeling better and was able to stand up and prep the food. But like I said, thinking about videotaping it was just a little more than I had in me last night. But I will try, if I do some of these things as my energy's coming back, and it is, I'll be able to record. And but I'll give you guys the recipe if you want it. Just let me know. But anyway, so that brings us to today. Today is the first day of pureed foods, and I'm telling you, if you are like me and you're thinking about this and you're like freaking out about the puree, don't freak out. After pre-surgery, you're on clear liquids for several days, 2 days, and then you are on full liquids for a week. You want some texture. You will be ready for puree, and it's not near as gross as you think. It can be egg salad, it can be tuna salad. I have a lot of things that I pinned. I went on Pinterest, and now that I'm craving other flavors and stuff, I'm kind of really excited about it and not really counting anything out at this point. I'm at 52 years old. I'm actually going to be open to try new veggies, new things, and I'm excited about that. So today I had my 1 week follow-up appointment, and I know this video is going a little long, so I'm going to try to hurry up here, but I spoke with them. They looked at my incisions. Everything looks good. I talked to them about what happened last night, and she says, you would have had to do a whole lot. You wouldn't be up and if anything ruptured. So she was fairly certain that I didn't undo everything I've been working for. So that was very helpful for me to hear. And I've lost 6.5 pounds since the date of surgery. I've lost about 27 pounds since my highest weight. Anyway, that's where we are for 1 week post-op. I'm excited for this week of puree. I never thought I would say that, but I am. I think it's gonna be good. I had my egg salad today, and it was delicious. It was, I hadn't added the cayenne yet, but I was tasting it last night and I was like, okay, it still tastes a little bland, but actually refrigerating it overnight, I don't know what that did, but it brought out a little bit more flavor. So that was good. But I'm gonna try, I'll probably have another 1/4 cup of it. That's our serving size at dinner. And I will put a little cayenne, and I'll let you know how that goes. But anyway, if you guys have any questions on things that I said and maybe didn't fully explain, post them below or direct message me, however you wanna do that. And I will answer them as best as I can. But I am thankful for you all, and it's exciting on this journey. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. It'll get that video out there more. That helps a lot. And I will see you guys next week. Have a great and blessed week. Bye-bye.